Welcome back, you guys. Today we're going to be doing a look. We're actually going to be doing two looks today, and it is revolving all around the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. So we're going to get started. We're going to be taking this highlighting shade. It is really the only color in here besides like a cream white shadow that would be really good as like an inner corner and a highlighting shade if that is your thing. So we're going to take that first shade. Now we're going to move into a transition shade. We're going to be taking this light peach shade, and we're going to be running that all over the crease. I'm just taking this brush. I believe we got this in our BoxyCharm. It is one of the Alamar Cosmetics brushes. So I'm just going to fan that all over my lid. Next shade we're going to be going in with is called Drip, and I use this primarily a lot for this look and the next look because I do find that this eyeshadow particularly is just a really good crease color for any look you're doing with this palette. So we're going to use this to kind of build the intensity on the inner and outer corner. I'm just taking a really small shadow brush, something that's small and compact but still has a little bit of bend to it so that the bristles help blend it as I pack it. Next shade we're going to go in with is a shimmer shade, and I'm going to pack that right on the center of my lid. You guys will notice that I did not cut the crease this time. I normally do, but I kind of wanted this look to be kind of, well, simple for you guys to recreate, but also very seamless and soft. So it wasn't going to be anything too crazy, like too intense is what I'm trying to say. Then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to use my finger, and I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to put that right on my finger. None of these shadows that I applied had any sort of like mixing medium or any setting spray added to them. This is just the colors right from the pan. Now I'm just going to line my waterline with a little bit of black liner, and then we're going to move into the lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit of Drip, and I'm going to run that up against the lash line. I am taking a little bit of that black, as you can see, and really making sure that I buff it so that it kind of fades into each other. So that there was look number one, you guys. I hope you guys like that look, but now we're going to move into look number two, and I'm going to show you guys what I created. So we're going to start off with the Priming is Everything by The Balm. This is actually from my Shop My Stash, so if you guys watched that video, you guys will remember that's what we pulled out. This is, you can use concealer, whatever you'd like. Now we're going to move in back into the palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade again. I'm going to be taking this transition shade, and I'm just going to pop that all over the lid using a fluffy brush. This particular eye look will be a all matte eye look for today. The focus is really going to be on the liner, so if you guys don't like the choice of liner that I used, feel free to use a black liner, but we're just going to throw that all over the lid. Again, for highlight, we're going to go back in with that Flyby shade, and we're going to use that as our brow bone shade and also on our inner corner. And feel free to take that kind of on the lid because you will want to buff it into the matte shade that we're going to apply all over the lid. So I am packing it on pretty heavily, and I'm kind of blending it onto my lid. Now I'm going to go back in with Drip, and now Drip is one that you're going to want to take all over the lid. So I'm going to start off and just kind of build the transition shade. I'm going to pack it onto the crease as well, and then I'm just going to basically buff it because it's going to be almost our entire lid shade. Well, it is. It's the entire color. Now for the fun part, we're going to be taking a liquid lipstick. This one here is by Covergirl, and I'm going to use this as my base. I was going to use this just as a liquid, like a liquid liner, but it wasn't dark enough for me. So what I did was I applied it and I packed it on. And then once I got done packing it on, I went in with a shadow. I took the Natasha Denona shadow, this purple one, and I used it to pack it on top to really intensify that shade. So if you have any liquid lipsticks that you just wouldn't use on your lips, try using them as a liner. Be careful if you do have sensitivity though to your eyes, but I didn't have any staining or anything and it came off really easy. So I'm just going to clean everything up, and I am applying a little bit of liquid lipstick at the base just so that it blends in nicely with my lashes, which will be by Pure Cosmetics. These are the shade Socialite, and I'm just going to pop them on. I am going to take a white cream liner to apply to my waterline so that my eyes really stand out with this look. And then I'm going to go back into the palette. I'm going to be taking the darkest shadow called Sting, and I'm just going to use a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pack it on really closely to my lash line. And then I'm going to use a shaded brush to just kind of fan it out with the next shadow. Now, because I didn't think that was enough, I decided to go in with some rhinestones, and I added them just to the inner corner. Honestly, this was just me being me. But aside from that, this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys like both of these looks. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you guys would like me to do for 2 looks for our next palette, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.